everyone, this is Grace, and you're watching Yoga with Grace again. Thank you for watching, and thank you for being here once again for the practice. And as always, I am grateful for the time you spent for yourself. Namaste. Thank you. Begin by opening your arms to a wide V, pressing and then press your palms together, lower down to your forehead, your chin, and to your heart, bowing down. Open your arms wide again, and then up. Bring your hands in front of your heart for a prayer pose. And once again, open your arms wide. Bring your arms to touch, and then bring your hands down into prayer. And again, repeat the process. Just noting down how your arms feel as you open your arms wide to the side. And then slowly lowering your hands down to your knees, opening your chest forward, extending your chest, and then rounding your back. And I'll move to the side to show you the movement of the spine. Inhale as you extend your chest forward, and then moving, rounding your back as you move to the back. Exhaling, repeat as much as you want. Note down that this is a process of moving your spine, awakening the spine at this very early stage of your practice. Just bring your awareness to how your breath is moving together with your spine. And I'll move to the front to show you. We'll start with the rounding of the waist, the rotation of the waist as you move your chest forward, and then inhaling as you exhale, move your spine to the back. Note down any sensations that you feel as you go through this circulation, like the rounding or the circling of your waist and your upper body. And then start to open your arms wide to the side and extend your hands up as you bend forward, just going as far as you can. Note down how your knees would feel in this pose. And when you're ready, just bring yourself back into the center. Extend your legs forward, flexing your feet, toes curling into your shin. Extend both hands forward as you let your arms or your hands either rest on your shins, your toes, and then bend forward as much as you can without putting too much emphasis on stretching, but just rather just relaxing and then bending forward. Now slowly return to the center, and then bring your palms down to the floor, fingers moving towards your hips as you lift your hips up into a bridge. Now release your neck just enough that you're in a straight, you feel like your neck is in a most relaxed position, or it's straight in line with your spine. Note down how your arms feel here. Is this your chest opening, the clavicles moving and opening to the side as your hips lifts up. Now slowly just lower the hips again down onto the floor, returning to the center, your spine lengthening up as you slowly press your palms forward and shifting your weight to the front to moving into a tabletop. Now start to move towards a cat and cow and slowly moving into a down dog. Making movements, and again moving back into a tabletop for a slow cat and cow position, cat and cow poses. Just working your spine and your legs. Enough movement just to awaken those areas. If this is an early stage of your day, or this is your first time to practice for the day, this is the perfect time to move the spine and other joints of your body. So start to lift your left leg up. Inhale, and then as you exhale, bend your knee and bring it to your belly and lower down to the floor. Exhale, and again lift the left leg up, bringing that knee into your belly as you exhale, and extend as you inhale, and then slowly shift your weight forward into high plank with your knee moving towards your belly. Repeat 3 times or as you desire, and then at the end, bring your left foot forward in between your palms into a lunge, and slowly just shift your weight to the back and front into, as you move yourself into a pyramid pose, straightening the knee on the front. And slowly extend your right hand forward as you open. As you extend, slowly opening your arms wide to the side for a warrior two position. Bring some movements into your hand by slowly just either extending towards the side and then up, as you're slowly moving into a reversed warrior. Now lowering your left hand down onto your left thigh and extend your right hand for a side angle pose, and lowering your hand. When you're ready, begin to shift forward onto a lunge as you prepare for a forward fold. Stepping to the front, both feet meet, and slowly start to tilt your pelvis in as you shift into a chair pose and then into standing pose. And again, repeat, moving into a chair pose and then standing. Extend your arms up, slowly bending your knees again into a chair pose and then up. Repeat as much as you want to. Note down that you're tilting your pelvis here. This is a different practice. It's a practice of tilting, creating that movement and mobility into your hips. Lift up, bending the knees again as you extend your hips to the back, lowering your both hands on the floor as you move to a high plank, stepping to the back one at a time. And then you may bend your knees as you lower your chest down to the floor and then move into a cobra, lifting your chest up as you inhale, both hands down onto the side of your chest. Slowly rounding your spine as you move into a tabletop all the way into a child's pose. Stay here. Sink your hips into your heels. The toes are touching each other. Knees are together. Round your back and just slowly sink into the space. When you're ready, move into a tabletop. Once again, slowly moving into a cat and cow pose as you slowly shift your hips up into a down dog. Lift the other leg up, your right leg this time, and then shift your weight to the front for a high lunge and start to straighten your knees in the front, your right knee for a pyramid pose, and then start to shift your weight again into a lunge, and then shifting your back leg to the back, just so you'll find that mobility on that side leg, the right leg rather, and extend your left leg your left hand forward as you're moving into a warrior two on the right side. And we'll do the same thing on the right side, just creating mobility on the right side of the body. So extend your right hand up as you bring your left hand behind your hip or to your waist, and slowly shifting into a side angle pose by lowering your right elbow onto your right thigh, lifting your left hand up, and then if you desire, you can lower your right hand down onto the floor as you extend your left hand all the way to the opposite side. And then slowly move into a lunge, a high lunge, as you shift yourself, your legs to the back leg to move to the back and the front to the back, straightening the front leg and back for a pyramid pose, and slowly moving into a forward fold. And then round your back as you move to standing. Inhale up. Opening your arms wide to the side and then up. Slowly as you exhale, bend your knees, start to tilt your pelvis in as you move into a chair pose, lowering your hands down to the floor. And then release to the top of your head into a forward fold. And again, moving into a chair pose, letting the top of your head release as you step your left leg to the back, lowering the left knee down to the ground as you extend your arms up and your body, your spine lengthening, and moving into a pyramid pose once again. Then start to bend your left hand just for a low lunge and extend your right hand to the back, reaching for the left toes as you bend your left knee, reaching, or just extending your right hand to the back. Slowly straighten your right knee as you shift and bend your left knee to shift to the front for a forward fold. And then let's work on the opposite side. Step your right leg to the back as you bend forward, and then moving into a pyramid pose by straightening the front knee. And we'll just create some mobility by bending and shifting the hips forward and the knee forward into a lunge. And then when you're ready, slowly lower that right knee down to the floor for a low lunge. And start to bend your right knee, bringing your left hand to reach to the back, pointing to the back as you reach for your left foot, as your right palm is pressed down onto the ground, opening your chest to the left side of the body, the left side. Now slowly moving into a high lunge as you move into a pyramid pose, slowly, as slow as you can, taking your time, creating your own space. And then when you're ready, step to the front of your mat, slowly round your shoulders back up as you move into a standing pose, Tadasana. And then open your arms wide to the side and then up. And start to tilt your pelvis in as you move into a chair pose. And again. And then up, moving into standing. And again, as you exhale, bend your knees and extend your hips to the back as you tilt your pelvis. This time, start to move into a lunge and then to a high plank. And we'll do 5 push-ups when you get into your high plank. Taking your own pace, deciding how much you want to do high plank. You can do 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. You may even do more if you want to. Going as slow or fast as you want, and then slowly move into a down dog. Stay here for 5 cycles of breath, or 3. And when ready, lower your knees down, bend your knees down to the floor, and move into a child's pose. Take a moment to rest. Let those hips sink into your heels as you let your arms extend to the front, or if desired, you may bend your elbows and bring both palms to press against each other and let the thumbs rest on the back of your nape. Or if it goes up to the back of the space in between your shoulder blades, then decide which one works for you best. And when you're ready, you can extend both hands to the floor and slowly move into a tabletop and then shift your weight to the back so you can now sit on the floor while your feet are pressed down on the ground, knees are bent, and your arms are extending forward. Slowly begin to lower yourself down on the floor, your back moving down to the floor to a count of 10 until your back is fully rested and flat on the ground. Now moving into Vipassana, bring your start with the right leg bending and moving, and then let your left knee meet your right. In Vipassana, both knees are now bent, and then slowly shift both knees down to the side as we slowly move into stretch our piriformis by bringing the right knee into the left side of the chest. And when ready, extend your leg up, keeping your foot flexed. And when ready, slowly tilt the pelvis in, and then bring that right foot to the side, to the right side, and then slowly moving into the opposite side to work on our IT band. And then bend your knee first, bring that right knee into your chest, and then switch legs. We'll work on the opposite side, bring the left knee to move towards the right side, the left knee. So we're working on our left piriformis, and then bringing that to the center, and then slowly extend the leg up, flexing the left foot, and then slowly extending your right leg to the floor. The heel is pressed down on the ground, keeping your right hip flat on the ground. As you move your left leg to the left side, those foot is flexed, and then slowly moving into the opposite side, your left leg moving to the right side on a straight leg. Now this time you're stretching your left IT band. When ready, bend your left knee, bring the right knee to meet your left, and slowly just shift your hips from side to side. Lower both feet down on the floor, and then slowly bring something to support your neck by maybe either using a blanket, letting your head rest there, and then slowly, when ready, just drop both knees to the left side. like the windshield wiper, and then slowly moving into the opposite side. Maybe repeat as much as you want, maybe 5 times or 3 times. Just do enough that, like when it feels good, how much you won't think will help you, and not to overexert too much effort, but just to find something that works well for you. And then shift to the right again. And then return to the center. Once again, lower both knees. This time, you may even extend both hands to the side or leave your hands on top of your belly, just noting down how you're breathing, how your body feels. And if you extend both hands to the side to a T, bend your elbows and let those elbows to soften and your shoulders to sink into the floor. Find something to soften. Bring both knees down to the center and then switch to the opposite side. As always, you may decide if you want to bring your hands to your belly or extend both hands to the side, but we want to find something to soften and remind us that we're here to rest. And then bring both knees to the center. When ready, extend both legs to the front as we prepare ourselves for Shavasana. Now start by bringing both hands to your belly, noting down your belly breathing, noting down the natural pattern of your breath through your belly. Note down how your belly reacts and your lower back is communicating with your body. Note down how you're feeling. Note down that you're slowing down your breath. Take this moment to really appreciate how much you mean to yourself. Bring your hands to your heart, to your chest. Let that stay there and note down how your chest is breathing, how your body is responding to the slowness of your breath. And when ready, lower both hands to the side of your hips, to a wide V, palms up or down. You may choose which one works best for you. Stay here as much as you want, and when you're ready, slowly moving into a sitting pose, Sukhasana, taking as slow as you can. When you're there, bring your palms together, bowing down to yourself and to everyone that spent time with you and your family, and then begin to open your arms wide to a V for peace. Thumbs to your forehead, to your chin, and to your heart. Bow down to yourself to honor everyone and yourself. Namaste. Thank you. Have a wonderful